Hi, I'm Jane Hess. I'm a respiratory therapist. I've worked in the hospital for many years, and I've taken care of quite a few people that have chronic obstructive lung disease, or COPD, and many of them have smoked throughout their lifetime. Did you know that there are 46 million Americans that smoke throughout the country? But out of them, almost 10%, or 480,000, die every year because of smoking-related complications. That would be almost the population of Las Vegas gone. New Orleans gone. Atlanta, they would be completely empty. But that's not a bad thing. If you've ever driven through Atlanta, you understand. But I digress. Today we're going to talk about the options. Like I discussed, we're going to talk about the nicotine replacement and the electronic or vapor cigarettes. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons, the research, and also the effectiveness, safety and effectiveness level of them. Now, let's talk about tobacco in particular to start off. There are over 7,000 different types of ingredients or poisons that are in cigarettes. They can include arsenic, which is in pesticides, formaldehyde, which is in embalming fluid, and benzene, which is in gasoline. So when you think about, you wonder, what the heck are those even doing in cigarettes? I don't understand it. I don't know if they have a addictive property to them, but let me show you what they do to your lungs. Normal lungs on cigarettes, not good. The black is probably the tar that those people smoke in every day and those other poisons. So if you think what your lungs look like on cigarettes, if nothing else, that should make you quit. Now, NRTs, or nicotine replacement therapies, those are nicotine, they have levels of nicotine in them, and the idea or the goal is to slowly decrease the nicotine, and eventually your urge to smoke will go away. That's the idea. Let's look at a couple of different examples. They have the lozenges, they have the gum patches, and inhalers. So there are different options to use with those types of therapy. Now, the research has shown that they are as effective as Wellbutrin, which is a antidepressant. And to me, that just doesn't say very much. It has shown to be effective in people that smoke at least 15 cigarettes or more a day. That's considered a heavy smoker, so a pack and a half. Out of those same people, though, those heavy smokers, and I laugh because it's ridiculous, the ones that it's supposed to be working in or for, they end up losing their hair and their teeth because of the use of ongoing and long-term nicotine. So not a good thing. Also, only 10% of the people that use those nicotine replacements actually have it work for them, that they're able to quit. 90% fail. So to me, that is not a good option for people looking to permanently quit smoking. And the other one is the electronic cigarette that we're talking about today. And here's a graphic of that. You can see the different components. Not all of them look like regular cigarettes, but there is a lithium battery in them that helps power them. That lithium battery heats up a nicotine-infused cartridge. And they also have a flavoring in there. So that infused nicotine heats up and actually turns into a vapor. So there's no smoke in them, there's no carbon monoxide, and there's no tar. So that sounds great, but the vapor is still there. And that can cause lung irritation. That lung irritation can also lead to asthma. And I have asthma myself, and sometimes it's difficult to breathe. So why do something that's going to induce that? One of the other negatives about those is the lithium battery. They have shown to just suddenly explode. I was watching the news. They showed a segment where this guy is in a store, and his pocket just suddenly bursts into flame. That is not good. The positive, though, or the pro, is that there are only 4 ingredients. They have the actual flavoring, they have nicotine, they have propylene glycol, which helps with the vapor. That's found in theatrical fog. They also have glycerin, which attracts moisture. That is found in soap. So 4 compared to 7,000 ingredients, that looks pretty promising. It also doesn't have the tar, which again, you saw the lungs, black lungs, not good. But the problem is the research. So far, short-term research has been promising. But long-term is where you're going to see the actual evidence. Smoking, it took many, 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 many years before people started developing symptoms. And since these products, I should say, have only been around since 2006, we don't know what's going to happen with them. So we already know it causes the irritation of the lung. It has nicotine, and all the products have nicotine, so they actually constrict the blood vessels. That puts more pressure on the heart, blood pressure goes up, heart rate goes up, and people will eventually have long-term heart effects and heart attacks potentially linked directly to smoking anyway. The nicotine is part of that. The positives, again, only 4 ingredients. But you look at some more numbers, and according to the CDC, out of 3 out of 4 teens that do start with these vapor cigarettes, they do go on to smoke traditional cigarettes. Part of it is because the nicotine in the patches and in the e-cigarettes, they do not satisfy that urge for the nicotine and the urge to smoke. So if you're having 75% of teens that try it and go on to smoke traditional cigarettes, that is not good. The CDC also talks about 250,000 non-smokers, adult non-smokers that did try the e-cigarettes. They went on to smoke traditional cigarettes also. So to me, those are not good statistics. So summing up, there are pros and cons, mostly cons, but the pros for the e-cigarettes are only 4 ingredients, but unknown long-term effects. The NRTs, somewhat effective for only 10% of the population that try them. That's not a great percentage to me. So why take your health into your hands? Thank you.